Hello everyone, hope you're all okay. Welcome, sorry I'm picking something up off the floor. Welcome to my channel. This is Becky at Winzig Creations and I hope you're all doing well. If you're having an off day, which my voice is having an off day, so if I start croaking I apologise. I've just had a big drink, so hopefully it will perform for at least 40 minutes. Hopefully it will stay intact. I've put off recording about 4 days because I nearly lost my voice altogether. Have no idea why. Probably too much talking. Anyway, we're back. It won't have made any difference to you, of course, because I schedule these in advance. But I'm trying to get a little bit ahead, as I said before. I'm going away. Oops, that's fallen over. Let's stand you back up without burning yourself. There we go. There. Right then, let that go cold. So today it's a craft along. What number craft along is it? Excuse my arm right in front of the screen there. I will tell you because I log these. So I think a craft along 10, I believe. Well, time does fly, doesn't it? And if you're interested, it's video number 29, I think. Yeah. Don't think I can be considered a newbie anymore. Anyway, welcome to Winzig Creations. Let's get cracking. It's a craft along and we're going to pretty much finish off the big one. The first signature is done. I've changed a few bits around. I just whipped through this really quick, sorry. So I changed the front page. It was that, if you remember, but I put this on because it's a bit sturdier. So there's one of our postcards that I made the other day, I think on screen, and I've just put a few extra bits in. I think most of this you'll have seen. I might have done some off screen, but I'm fairly certain this is new page. I popped that in there. Took some pages out, swapped them around, but I won't go through everything in here. We'll do that at the very end. But yeah, so that's that page, that's that signature done. And now we just, and there's a few pages, let's put that on one side, a few pages already done in this one. I've got a plan for the front cover there, front bit there. So that page is done. So that one needs to do it. So that's one. That's all done nicely. Not doing anything there. That's done. Nice writing pages. They're done. That's good. Right, we've got something in there. So that's two. And I might put something on the back there as well. We'll see. We need something there. That's 3, 4. Then we need something to go into this lovely big envelope, don't we? And I know that's on there still. I want to do something with this, and I've left that on to remind me. That needs backing. And I think there's another one here somewhere. That one needs backing as well. And something else to go in there. Again, they're there to remind me. Probably put something on this one. Another one in there, 4 or 5. Over the pocket one. That's just to flip down so you can read. Right, I mean, that needs something. Yeah, not a whole lot, and something in the back here. So, you know, not masses, but just going to finish it off and do as much as we can. Yeah, well, sorry, that's my arm in there again. I keep this book up there, so 11:50. There we go. So I don't forget. 12:50. I have to go get to the test this afternoon, so I can't overrun. Oh joy. Right, this first page, I thought I made this the other day. I don't know if I made these with you or not. I made some with you and some not with you. These are a cluster, but I've made this cluster particularly big so I can put that in there. I love this cluster, but it's quite dense, so I thought it's quite thick, so I thought a front page would do it some good. It's got wood and buttons and all sorts on it, a piece of material. I'm going to make it a tuck. What I'm going to tuck in it yet, I do not know, but I'm going to make it a tuck anyway. So let's pop it on with some art glitter glue. Sorry, there's a hair there. You probably can't see it on camera, but I can see it. So, how's your week been? Well, your weekend. It's Monday today, so how's your weekend been? Mine went like lightning. I can't believe the speed my weekend went. Feeling a bit rough, I have to confess, but you know, these things happen, don't they? You just gotta get going. I did quite a bit of crafting on the back to back. That's finished now. I've just got to do the cover, which I think, as it's a back to back cover and I've never done one before, I thought I'd do it as a tutorial and we can learn together, so to speak. So we want something in there. I'll put something in there in a minute, just let that dry a bit. Right, here. I want something quite large here. So I've got some pages in here that are quite nice. I could cut that down and that might fit in there as a writing page. So I like that. That's a top and tail one, that. They're not writing pages, those. Nope. Oh, I think it could even be virtually my last writing page, actually. I'm looking in here, you know, my basket that I always use. I think it might be my last writing sheet. They're not writing. No, it is my last writing sheet. Got lots of extra pages here. Well, we'll pop that in there then. We'll make that decision. Let's cut this white piece off. I don't want that on there. Once I cut this off, it'll probably fit in there then. Will it stay there? Oh yeah, it will. I think anything heavy will just flop straight out, so I'm quite pleased with that. I think though we need to take these edges off because it looks a bit unbalanced with it one side and not the other. So I'm just going to cut the other two edges off. This is a Pink Monarch Prints piece of paper, one of their digikits. Can't actually remember which one now. Sorry. Seems ages since I've been on. I'm not used to having such a large gap between filming. Like I say, although it won't make any difference to you, I sort of get out of the flow, you know. Yeah, that's just going to go there. That is. This is a very old piece of. It's a very old cover from a music book. A very, well, I say very vintage. It's either vintage or it isn't. It's not very vintage, is it? So we can put something in here now. So let's find something in our stash to go in there. Now we've got these postcards that I did ages ago. They'll fit in. That's quite nice, isn't it? I like the way the different layers. I like the different layers. So he could go in there. Let's find one that's a slightly bit more grungy, so I don't have to ink the edges so much. Yeah, he can go in there. Put something on the front. And do we want something else little in there? That's what have we got here? I've got these I want to use in this signature. These are waterfalls. And I thought I'd use them up in this one because I've got long pages. So I want to use the waterfalls up. Here we go. Here's tags. Not tag. How about a journal card? Have a small one at the front with it. That would look nice coming out of the side. Have I got one a different colour? Not really. It's very thick. There must be two there. And I've got one of these as well, which would look nice as well. Let me have a look at that. There's so much going on here. I don't want to take away from it with something coloured. So we will do that. We'll make those two up for here. There we go. So we'll pop you to one side while we make you two up. And then we can put you back in. Right, so the back of this is pretty much done. No, it's not. It hasn't got anything stamped on it, has it? Where's my stamping? Here it is. All right, let's stamp postcard on the back of this one. Not going to get much ink like that, am I? Oh dear, Becky. Get your act together, woman. Maybe it's not just my throat that's not firing. Maybe the brain isn't firing particularly well anyway. As well. All right. Pop postcard on here. I didn't get my spongy thing out, which I should have done. It would work better. Let me just get it. It's only here. There we go. Put a few numbers. I do like a few numbers on my postcards, don't know. I don't know why. Right, let's make sure you go the right way round. Hang on. That way. This way. Let's pop you down there. Yeah, that was the right way round. And one of these. Go there. And we'll pop you there. There, 3 little stamps. That's done. Oh, I will want this one as well. Let's just get a stamp out and pop on. I've got 2 bags of stamps here. They're the not proper stamps ones, those. Well, none of them are proper stamps, but you know what I mean. What colours are we doing? Oranges, and not that it has to match at all. I love that one. That you probably can't see. It's got a tiny little robin on it. We don't want anything too big, do we? Oh, which way round does that go? I have no idea. Let's put it back. Ah, here we go. Oh, that I like. Let's pop that on. I like that. Right. This is just the back as well. I've got 3 lots of ink out. I've got Vintage Photo, I've got Ground Espresso, and Frayed Burlap. And I got round to putting a new one on my Ground Express, on my Vintage Photo one. I got round to putting a new one on there. Oh, upside down. Let's pop it up the right way round. Can you see? That goes over that number. That was quite good. That'll do for the back. That'll do for the back. Right. Oh, before we go on, let's just do this. That's why I've left it out. Yep, that's the one I want. Put my spongy thing away, didn't I? And then, never mind. The brain will kick into gear eventually, I expect. Right then. Oh, this one needs backing first. I've got some backing card out. Had a bit of a tidy up of my backing card the other day. Oh, here's a piece. That'll look all right, won't it? So I was given, I don't know if I've done this on, sorry if I'm repeating myself. I'll just put that out there straight away. I got given a load of random bits of paper and cards, and I've been coffee dyeing them. They're still going in the kitchen, but 200 GSM card in this country, which is about £110, I think, is very expensive in the UK. So I'd rather not buy that coffee dye. So I don't mind coffee dyeing paper. That's fine. That's not outrageously too expensive, but card is. So what I do is my friends and people give me their old cards. That's an old birthday card, and I coffee dye the backs. Take them all apart, and anywhere there's a plain piece, I coffee dye it. I've got a whole batch going in the kitchen. It may seem arduous journey. I don't mind doing it at all, actually. And it's, sorry about that, it gives me free backing, you see. After all, they are supposed to be junk journals, aren't they? So there's no harm in having some proper little bits of junk in there. Sorry if you don't like the noise of a guillotine. I just thought that would be a lot neater if I did it on there. Let's ink that bit. I'm not. There we go. Right, edges. There's my little ledger. I'll do little edges here. And slightly bigger ones on this one. There we go. I'll pop you up there because I need you a lot, I expect. So, decorating we are. They're going that way. I wonder if I should decorate them that way for a change. Postcards can go that way round. There's no reason why let's do them this way round for a change. Let's make a change. I nearly always do my postcards that way to tie in with the back, but you can buy postcards that go that way, so I don't see why we can't decorate one that goes that way. So, put that back. Get our big box out of goodies. and see what we can decorate with. I'm getting a bit low on decorating stuff. Very low. Ah, here's some papers and some bits and bobs. Oh, you'll do. You might do somewhere. The green one doesn't need much, does it? This one. I can just probably put a flower on him. You'll need a bit more. It's just, where's my flowers? Here they are. Pop you in. Oh, I like that. That's nice. Let's get a small label. Let's get a medium label. Let's get a medium label rather than a small label. That's quite nice. How about that there and then that there? Oh, I like that. There you go. Easily pleased today. Easily pleased. Right, let's just turn you down a bit. I forgot that was hot. That side. Very burn up. I'm looking for. There we go. Just gonna calm down the white edges a little bit. Where are you going? There. Oh, sorry about my chair. There's very little I can do about it. I do spray it on a regular basis. I was watching a couple of other videos the other day that I noticed their chairs squeak as well. I think we're more conscious of it than people at the other end. So, you know, people watching. It is getting bad. I could do with a new one. I could do with a smaller one. This one's huge. What I need is the padding at the bottom. And if you want padding to sit on, then, I mean, I've got 2 cushions on it, believe it or not. I told you I was short, didn't I? I've got 2 cushions on it. And, you know, there. That's one. Just go around the edges. Get rid of that white core. Got to remember now to lean forward while I'm doing this. I apologise if you couldn't see me doing that. Right, let's do this one next. Oh, I think I quite like those numbers going down there. Should we do it this way so we got a bit more on? Let's tear you off there. I want to edge it. I don't know why, but I do. So yeah, been a bit off colour the last few days. I think I overdid the why isn't that working? Let's have a look. Why isn't that working? I do a bit of meditation in the morning. I do it in the form of like yoga for beginners, really, sort of thing. It's very gentle stretches and stuff like that. I couldn't get my app to work this morning at all. And I thought, oh no, here we go. But so I just did the ones I could remember doing. And believe it or not, when I finished, it started working. Typical. Anyway, that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about overdoing the walking. I've been trying to build up my strength a bit, my stamina, and I think I overdid it a bit. Not that one. And a butterfly. How about that? That and a butterfly. Hello, little butterfly. Oh, that's nice there. And a label. A couple of labels. So yeah, I don't know. That could just be me overthinking things as usual. Do you ever overthink things? I know I do. I like that. There we go. Didn't take too long, did it? I can audition for absolutely ages. I have to remember at the moment that you guys are with me, so I mustn't audition for ages. But unless you're happy with a, you know, with a layout, it's pointless carrying on. Because if you're not happy with it, you'll end up not putting it in the journal. It'll all have been a waste of time. That's what these craft alongs are all about, isn't it? It's just about us all having a bit of fun while we craft and chat and things. It's not a tutorial. So just taking the edge off. Oops, hold on. Edge off that. Gluey one. So what you all making? Journals, I imagine, yeah. But a friend of mine texted me this morning and she says, I finally found your site, she says. Well, I've only been on a few months, but you know. Anyway, bless her cotton socks. I'm going to have coffee with her on Thursday. I sound like I go for coffee all the time. I'm going away, which is why I've tried to catch up with a few of my friends before going. So we're having coffee. And I think she wanted to make sure she could get on and find it before I went over. I mean, today's not a good example, but I was really quite worried about my voice. But, you know, she says nothing to worry about. I think none of us like hearing ourselves, do we, really, on playback? I don't think. I mean, if you like listening to yourself, let me know, because I certainly don't. I've got to the point now where if other people think it's not too bad, then fair enough. But I don't think any of us like listening to ourselves recorded. Particularly when we sound like we've swallowed a bag of gravel, you know. Or sound like we smoked 20 a day. My parents were both heavy smokers, and I think it put the rest of the family off. The rest of us smoke. God rest their souls. They are no longer with us, but yeah. Not so much sociably acceptable these days, is it? But each their own. I'm not an anti-smoker. I'm not a pro-smoker either. It doesn't bother me either way. It's your life. You do you. You know. Should have done quite such a dark one on there, but never mind. I've done that one. There you, oops, upside down. There they go. In they go. That's that one finished. Oh, I like that. This was one of the sort of things I'd normally hoard, and I nearly did, and I thought, no, you've made them to use them. I had to convince myself to leave it out to use. I didn't put the others away, I did. That's those two done. That one's done. Yep, that's all done. Good, good. That's done. That's done. Oh, I like this when things are done. I think I might come back to that. I'm not sure about that yet. Right, we need something on there and something to go in there. So, well, there's something on the other side of there. You could actually write on that, couldn't you? I'll leave that for now. We'll put something in here. Let's do this sheet. There's a lot to go in here. Let's do this sheet. Let me just make sure I get that back in the right place. I spent quite a little while ago trying to get them in the right order, an order I liked, you know. So, it can't be too wide, this, because it'll hit the spine. And I have this. I'd really like to use it. Might spend a bit of time decorating that. I don't know it'll be this video though, because I think I don't. Right, let's have a look what I've got in here. Got a couple more of these green bits. Well, that does fit in. I have got some envelopes I haven't used as well. I've got some nice envelopes here too. Take you out a minute. Pop you back. Pop you back in there. This would look nice with this, wouldn't it? Let's use you. And possibly... Oh, sorry. You. No. You. Put you guys back a minute. I know when you do envelopes you end up doing twice as much, but I think I can fit 2 in here. Let's do some folding. So I printed these on both sides, which is always going to help, and then you don't have to worry about what's in, you know, although they are seed envelopes. I think I folded them in a bit too far. They're straight though, so I'll cut a bit off here, as I've got it straight. So that's you done. You'll fit in there. Quite a long way in, actually. So there we go. I'm out every day this week, which is a bit annoying really, but it is. Sometimes life just gets in the way, doesn't it, of trying to get things done. It's just one of those things. Yeah, I'm not going to get a day off before going away, which is bad management on my part, to be perfectly honest. That's my own fault. I should have worked it out a bit better, but I'd forgotten that my car needed an MOT, and I wanted to do it before I went away because it's cutting it a bit fine when I get back. I could have done it when I got back. That's something I could have not done, but you know, if something needs doing, I'd rather just get it done and out of the way, you know. I need my hair trimming, but I am doing that when I get back. Save a bit of time. Oh, that's the wrong way round. It goes that way. That's it. So I always glue both sides of these. I glue that bit. I think a lot of people do. And then I glue that bit. Is that right? No? Oh, no, don't even think about it. I'll get a tissue. I'm going to have to get a tissue. Excuse me. Because I was talking. I do glue both sides, but not the same side. Sorry about the noise. Apologies for the noise. There we go. Now, that side and that side is what I glue. Let's glue you along there. I did do that one properly, didn't I? I didn't glue that down. No. I don't know what I was thinking when I did this one then. Whoops. I have been putting in my descriptions all the people that inspire me. I must admit, there's a lot of them out there. Just because they're not on there doesn't mean to say they don't. I just haven't got round to updating the list yet. I mean, there's quite a few more. There's so many good people out there. I couldn't list them all, you know. It would take me for ages. The few I have listed are the ones that a couple of them are new people that I've just discovered. Like I discovered, I've said this before, but it's a while ago since I talked about this. Julie from Camellia Craft Designs, she, bless her, just bought one of my journals. Bless her, cotton socks. But yeah, before she did, I said how much. I think she's local to me, and I suddenly thought, oh, I feel like, you know, somebody in Yorkshire does this. Why can't I? You know, I don't know. It's funny how our mind plays tricks on us, and we think we're not good enough to do something, and then you feel that, you know, well, she's a lot better at, well, I say she's a lot better at waffling than me. I'm doing a good job of waffling this morning, aren't I? Too big. Just wanted to put a little flower on there. Not too big. Let's put a red one on. Oh, he goes nicely. And I'll put one on the other one just to just because we can. Here we are. There. Well, the square's kind of asking for something, isn't it? So, free page. Nearly at the end of this book. I'll have to get another one out soon. So on Wednesday morning, well, after the MOT, which is Wednesday morning, I'm going into the city centre, which is Hull, and there's a piece of furniture in the second-hand shop that I've been looking for ages, and you call them thrift shops in America, but we call them charity shops in this country, and I've been looking for a long time, my friend will tell you this, that for a bureau, a writing desk, you know, I'd kind of given up really, and then I'd stopped looking, and then anyway, I was in this charity shop the other day. It's a Emmaus place, and there was a little one, a single one. They're normally double, you know. This, I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought, yes, that's what I'm looking for. Anyway, it was on sale, so I'm going in on Wednesday to see if they've still got it, and if they have, oh, they'll deliver to my house. And also, bless him, my eldest son turned around and said, well, you don't want to miss it, Mum. It's a unique piece of furniture. You got it second hand in a second-hand shop sort of thing. I'll buy it for Christmas for you. Isn't that sweet of him? I thought that was so sweet. So if it's still there, that's it. I'm gonna get it. I could get it in the car. It's just getting it from the shop to the car. You know, it's not a massive piece of furniture by any means. It will depend. It's a bit big, really. Let's see. Oh, here's a tiny one. It says extra on it. Let's put that on. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to that. I really am. It's funny how when you're not looking for something, it suddenly appears, isn't it? You know. And yeah, I'm really pleased about. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's too dark. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing that. So after the horrible, boring MOT, which I'm not looking forward to, I'm hoping it'll just go straight through. You know, for those of you who don't drive, I'm sorry if that's a little bit boring for you. Yeah, so that'll be exciting. It might have gone. If it's gone, it wasn't meant to be, was it? So, you know, I won't be too phased. But if it's still there, I don't know how much delivery will be, but hopefully not too much. It's only about 6 miles, so it shouldn't be too much, should it? There, they're pretty and done. Let's find some bits to go in them now, shall we? It's enough of me waffling about what I'm doing on Wednesday. I'll tell you what I'm doing on Tuesday in a minute. That's just as boring. I don't think getting a new piece of furniture is boring, though. I think that's really good fun. I just hope it's still there, but hey-ho. Let's get some bits out of... I'll put my bit of tissue out of the way for... Right. Small, these little bits and bobs we need. These little bits. You'll fit in one. Oh, yes, you'll fit in nicely. You? Oh, just, you might. Oh, you'll fit in. That's strange, isn't it? That's smaller than the other one. There's 2 here. There's 2 here. Yep, that'll go in, and that'll go in. Will that fit in there? I think I must have folded this one a bit narrower. But if I trim that down, that'll fit in nicely. Got anything smaller in here? Or thinner? That's too big. That's nice. Oh, I've just done that one, didn't I? Just looking through what else I've got here. Well, those two and those two then. When I back them though, they're going to be a bit, I might have to trim them down a tiny bit off the edge, but no worries. I don't think I've got anything else smaller in here, have I? No, everything else is bigger. Let's back these then and trim them down a bit so they can go in there. Whoops, go in there. I think that's getting a bit back heavy. That backing cards. I'm going to have a drink, sorry. Sorry about that. Oh, it's better. It's coming back a bit now. Yeah, all these tiny bits of card I got given, and they're perfect for things like this. Oh, I've got 3. Oh, no, that's right. Duh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I might have a smaller bit than that. Here. Yes, there. Put it all in there. Right, let's get a bit of gluing done. The craft alongs are good fun, aren't they? So Tuesday, swimming in the morning, and then I'm not going to do too much though. Thing is, when I swim, the pool, it's a commercial pool, you know, it's almost empty by the time I go. That's why I go, because I like it quiet. The thing is, when the pool's almost completely quiet, I just want to keep going, you know, but I know full well if I do more than 30, I'm going to be in trouble. And as I've got such a busy week, I think I should really cut it down a bit more and not do too much. And then when I get back, my other friend is coming round to see me. She's coming to mine, which has saved me a journey. What am I doing Thursday? Something's happened Thursday. Normally I'm at home Thursday. Oh no, I'm going to my friends again. That's right, I'm going to my friends for coffee. I remember now. See, Thursdays is usually a day in, but not this week. And I always go out on a Friday morning anyway. So, and I like being at home, so it's not quite conducive for me to. No, it's not quite what I like. You know, I do like to be in the house quite a bit. I like my home, and I like being in my home. Let's put it that way. And I don't, I like my life at home. You know, I enjoy it very much. You know, I've worked my socks off my entire life since I was like 16. I got a part-time job when I was 14, which I did while I was at college, you know, and then and school and then college, and then I got a full-time job at 17, only because the guy thought I was 18 and employed me. And then I did my degree at the same time as working. I got my degree, but I did it part-time whilst working. And yeah, it wasn't until I was, you know, became incredibly ill, and my doctor told me I had to give up work for a while anyway. And I eventually realised that I wouldn't be able to go back to work. So I tried finding a job I could do from home. But being semi-retired, I feel now, when I first semi-retired, I felt really guilty because I just worked all day, every day, all my life, you know. I mean, for 20 years, I was self-employed, and ask anybody that's normally self-employed, you usually work quite hard. Well, you do in the UK anyway. I don't know about other parts of the country, the world. Basically, when you're self-employed, if you don't work, you don't get paid, so you work. I had 2 boys to bring up, you know, on my Todd. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I'm trying to enjoy being retired. Well, I am enjoying being retired. It took me a long time to get my head around it. But I love it. And now I'm doing this. So much for retiring, eh? I think that's why I'm sort of organised into doing 3 a week on the same days. It's part and parcel of your self-discipline when you work from home and you're self-employed for 20 odd years. You have to have a certain amount of discipline, you know, to be. I mean, I used to start work at 7:30 in the morning and finish about 7 at night, you know, so I did pretty much 11-12 hour days. And yeah, you get very disciplined when you do that. So yeah, I guess that's why I look at this as work, although it's very enjoyable work. And hence the reason I think I'm a bit more. Let's just see if I got to cut these down a bit more. Nope, I'll go in. Pop you in. There you go. Yeah. Anyway, enough ruffling about that. Ooh, what should we talk about now? Let's see if I can get this in. Oh, thought for a minute then I'd torn it off the front, but that's because I obviously didn't wipe it well enough, did I, when I took the glue back off. There we are. 2 little treasures in there. You go there, and you could go there. I know you go right in, but you should stick better then. Ah, that was fun. Over we go. We've got something here. Oh, and we've got one here too. Couple of tags then. A couple of tags. Where are my tags? Here they are. That's a nice one. This is a Tracy Fox one. That's a nice big one. I might put one of my bits of, where is it? Here it is. Masterboard. I'll make one out of a masterboard for there. And then let's have a look at my little ones. Smaller, not really. It can be tall, but not wide. That's what's good about these Tracy Fox ones. They're some of them are quite tall, but not a bit skinny, which is really useful. Oh, let's put that one in with it. I like that. That'll show up against that background, won't it? There. That's it. We've got that sorted quickly. Those two are for backing. Let's make this. I want to make it almost the height it is actually, but not too wide. Let's see how wide we want to make it. Not much wider, actually about the same really. I think I'll do it roughly the same. Let's make a little mark. Yeah, there. Not sure what I'll do with those. This is going to have to go on the big, won't fit in my little one. I do like masterboards. They're such good fun when you cut them up, you know. Pop you in there. They could make little ones, yeah. I'll cut that in half now. While I remember. And we'll make a couple of little ones out of that. That's about halfway. Okay, 2 little tags. Put you in there. Right, bits off the top, I think. Put you there for a second. Excuse me, stretching over. Cut that off there. There we go. Right, you just need decorating. You need backing and decorating, and these do as well. Just leave you there for a second. I should have 4. I have got 4. Here we are. Let's get some backing paper for this. Oh yes, you fit on. So that can go on there. Yep, that can go on there. Oh, it's too big. That'll fit. That can go on there. You're quite a big piece, aren't you? You fit on here? No, not quite. Taller piece. Nope, bigger piece. A bigger piece. Let's try you. Yes, you'll fit. So yeah, it's a good way of getting backing cards. So if you save all the cards you're given, obviously, you know, not the sentimental ones and ones you want to keep, but ones you'd probably normally send to the recycling place, that is, make sure it's not rude or anything, because it's not my card, it's one I've been given, you see, so I don't know. Yeah, and if you've got a plain piece, just cut them off and coffee dye them, or tea dye them if that's your preference, you know. You just have to make sure that if this side is glossy, that you use something like art with glue, because the glue stick won't stick on glossy. It'll just come straight back off. Not straight away, but it will do after a short period of time. I found that out the hard way. Thankfully, I hadn't actually put it in a journal and sent it off, anything like that. And then, what was I saying? Yeah, so make sure you use proper glue. Well, glue stick is proper glue, but you know what I mean. Now that's the card I was sending to somebody that never went. Anyway, so I think this is just about had it. Yeah. I'll finish that off later. It's next to me. Get some more. Get another cupboard. Oh, come on, start. That's it. So yeah, a good way to make backing paper, backing card. Depends whether you're using card or paper, I guess. Come back down a bit. That's it. You fit on there. Make sure the nice sides are. Push it down a bit more. That's it. And this little one. Yeah. You can go back up there. You can. Right, let's cut you out. What did I do with them? There they are. And that bit's worth keeping. I have to confess, I haven't watched much YouTube the last couple of days. As I said, I've been a bit under the weather, and I'm watching a repeat of something that I don't have to concentrate on. I've been thinking about how to do the back-to-back journal cover, you know, for the gratitude and prayer journal I'm doing back-to-back. And I thought, well, I'll keep it soft, because if you have bits of metal and stuff stuck to the cover, that's going to be damaged when you have it the other side, you know, when you turn it over. So I've got some lovely vintage French bits of quilting, just tiny bits, just small bits. I've used one once before on a journal cover, and I thought that would be nice because it gives it a bit of padding and a bit of something else, you know, bit of interest is the word I'm looking for. And put a bit of that on each front and go from there, really. I think I'll do the outside cover material, which I don't think I've done on camera yet. Material cover. I'm not sure what cover did I do. I did the pink one, didn't I? For I did Clementine, the pink one, which has been sold already. But the pets one, I just used that book cover, didn't I? And decided to leave it as it was, and as it's for me anyway, I will leave. I like it like that. It's really quite nice, just plain like that. I like it. Right, and Let's get your corners done. So, not sure. I've kept a few bits from the journals that I might use. I don't know yet. I think of names for them as well. Well, I'll have 2 fronts and 2 names, so that'll be unique as well. There we go. I'll do this great big one first. Let's just put you all there. I got another. Try and put this so you can see it as well. Just wondering about using one of those on there, making a double like there, but it's just not going to work. That's not going to work. Thinner one, smaller one. No, it's too small, isn't it? Yeah, it is too small. No, that system's not going to work on there. No worries. No worries. We will, they need flowers and stuff, don't they? Let's find something I can put on here as a backing. A bit, you know, a bit subtler. That's the word I'm looking for, slightly more subtle backing. That's quite nice, isn't it? I quite like it. It's not straight on the paper, and neither's the paper. Oh, that's really weird. That's quite off-putting, that. I'll have to put it skew width to get it straight on there. But that's all right. Oh, I can't use that. That's really putting my eyes skew width, that is. Right. It's quite a nice piece to tear down. I know it covers... Oh, I shan't cover it all up. Oh, I like that. Put a bit of that on. Shall we put a bit of you on, mister? Right. Let's tear you down. Here. Just sort of making this up as I go along, so it may not work. But we'll see. There, I prefer that. Yeah, I do. Let's tear the top off as well. I don't mind those two straight. Yep, let's put a thingy on the corner here. Come here. That's it. Yeah, that's a nice start. I am going to put dark edge on it though. I'll pop you on there like that. Just wondering about popping another piece coming the other way at the top. Not done that before, but that might be quite nice. To there. Don't worry, I've got an idea of what I'm doing. And to there. So I want the straight bit. Where do I want the straight bit? That side. So this side I can tear. And I don't want it to go too far down, so we tear it across there. And I want to put that bit there and that bit there. But what I want to do is tear this going the other way. So if I tear it this way, that's what I was thinking of doing. Something along those lines. Yeah, I like that. I want to cut that across there though. But I don't want it as... Let's just cut you across there. There. Pop you there. And pop you there. Oh, I like that. I've not done that before, but I quite like it. So it's nice to faff about with something new. Yeah. like that. Let's glue those on and we'll go from there. I think I'll have to get a bigger flower out. I don't think the flowers I've got are going to be anywhere near big enough for this huge label. This huge tag, I mean. That's the lovely thing about masterboards. You can make really big ephemera with them if you need a piece, you know. Oh yeah, I like that. Let's find some tall flowers. I think I've got some here, but I do have to pull this drawer right away to that mark to get them out. Here they are. Ow, he's a big one. No, it's just too big. Don't know when I'm going to use that one. It might be on a front of something. He's nice, isn't he? And he goes with the colour scheme nicely. Oh, I like that. I think I might just stick with that. Yeah, he's going on there. There's this other big one while I've got it out. Well, I've got these out. Not sure. What else have I got in here? Can you see these? It's unusual, isn't it? It's a nice colour too. I know they're going in a red one, but it doesn't matter. I quite like that. It's quite interesting. Oh, got a small one of that big one that I like. Still a bit big, isn't he? Wants me a little bit smaller, really. No, I don't go. Daffodils. Oh, the daff is nice, isn't it, to one side? Pop you back. I do like this tulip as well. He'd look nice on there too, wouldn't he? His colours are very similar, whereas if I have a yellow one, it'll contrast well. I think that'll do nicely. While I've got it out, let's just see if there's anything I want on this one, or whether we're going to go for something else. Well, I like that. Right, we'll get a little one out for the small one. There we go, get a little one out for that. Well, I wasn't expecting that to happen, but I'm glad it did. Made life easy, didn't it? Let's find a little one for you from here. You're very small, but you fit nicely. One with a darker colour, really. Make you pop a bit. I think you'll do. I think you'll do. I don't know. There's this one here. Where's he gone? This one. Yeah, we'll do that one. Right, let's do some gluing, inking and gluing. There's my inking thing. I know on camera you probably can't see the difference, but I can. That one doesn't need doing it because it's yellow. That one doesn't need doing. Those two don't need doing. They haven't got white edges, so that's good. Put you away. Let's do some gluing. Put the flowers on, and then we'll go. We'll audition some tags and stuff. You finished? Whoa, sorry. I don't often get to use these lovely big flowers, so it's quite nice. You know, I want the flower on. That's it. I put a bit of washi at the bottom. I do like my flowers grounded, particularly big ones, you know. Not not essential though. Right. Ooh, that stuck out. Obviously wasn't in a completely unglued spot. That was a bit gluey. It stuck down a bit, that. Yeah. Gonna get these 3, 4. These 4 done, I think, and that'll probably be it, actually. I'm afraid. Well, I'm not. Probably had enough of me already. But I'm going to run out of time, otherwise I have to go out. I don't want to go out. I'd much rather just stay here and craft with you guys. That'd suit me fine, that would. Depending on what time I get back, I might carry on, but that won't help you out, will it? Right, I like those. Washi. Washi, washi, washi. Should we have a bit of washi on? Let's get you out. Oops, a bit up there. Let's have I'm gonna have this one. Yeah. And a bit of you on there. Can you see what I'm doing? Sorry about this thumb. I've been coffee dyeing and it's got coffee up it. I apologise about that. I didn't really see. I should have got it under the scrubbing brush before I started crafting. That's you too. Something different under this one. That one doesn't need one. I'm not going to do that one. I'm just going to leave that one different. There we go. Nice big label for you. Let's see, what have we got in here? Oh, you're nice. 20 something of the 12th something. Oh, no, you're a bit big for there. Quite like one going that way. He's good. Like him. Nope. Nope. Sorry. Those ones aren't. Can you see these down here? I hope you can. Oh, that's a nice one. Well, they're all nice. It's just whether I feel they go or not. Nearly had me. I think I'm going to go for a smaller one for him. I don't know why, but these others aren't floating my boat. Aren't doing it for me. Yep, let's find little ones out for these two. I don't know why. It's funny, isn't it, how that happens sometimes? You just think, yep, he's going there. He's going there. Those don't. I don't think they need much more. I know there's only 2 items on them, but they've got so much going on in the background. Honestly, don't think they need anything else. So this one, once I've got some ribbon on them as well, or lace or whatever, I'm going to put at the top there. Wrong way around, that one. Gone quiet again, haven't I? Thinking, brains working on the crafting. This one has got a little bit of white there, so I'm just going to ink this one up a bit. That's it. shall we put on the tops? Well, that one needs a hole punching in it. Yes, there's already one in there. Now we need, well, that will have the other stuff. These three need something from this box. Let me turn it over. That's it. They need something from here. Right then, what are we going to use for you? That looks nice. I like that. That went on there really nicely, that. Yep, I'm going to use that. Cut a bit of that off. You can go on there. No. Well. It's just so bright that. I always do that and then I take it off. Don't have much for yellow. I've got a bit of this. This is nice. This stuff. That might look nice. Don't know why there's one of those on it. It's actually bias bind. What we call in this country bias binding. I actually like that. Let me just get the bits off it. It can go on there. Thinking about a pink bow on this. Oh no, it's a bit twee, wasn't it? No, it's going to have a. It's going to have a bit of material. It's not the right type of journal, I don't think, for that kind of pale bow. Oh, hello. Oh, look at that tatty bit. That fits nice. And you're going to have a piece of thread through here. I love rummaging through my scraps. It's amazing what you find, isn't it? It's finally beginning to go down a little bit. Whew. Right, stapler. I'm going to staple these on. Good to staple these on. Here we go. I would have used my big one, but it's playing up a bit. Yeah, that's you. Let's do you. Oh, it's a bit of white there. Can't have a bit of white showing, can we? I don't think he's been inked. Sorry, it's got ink here. Do you need inking? No, you went back. Do you need inking? Yes, you do. Fancy forgetting to ink? Oh, you need inking as well. Yep, look at all that white core. So we're running over time a bit here, but let's pop these on and we'll call it a day. I can get this to go on here. Oh, come on, stapler, go in. That's it. Really? Right, I'm just going to dab a bit of glue on so that it stays in place while I try to staple it. Sometimes just a tiny bit of glue holds it in place while you're stapling. So let me see if I can do that. Right. Oh, it's come off again already. Come on, stay there. That's it. Ah, got there. Yes, got there. This tatty bit can go on there. That's them done. And a bit of thread to go on this one. We're using this in here, aren't we? We'll pop these in the page and then we'll call it a day, and I'll catch up with you again. When can I film again? This is a job to know. I'm not sure at the moment. Depends. I might have time between the MOT Wednesday morning before going out to town. I might. We'll have to see. I think I need to do two, this one and another one before I go away, I think. Anyway, tackle that one another time. So that went in here. This is almost finished. Put it in there. So we did these two, didn't we? And we did those four, and we also did this as well. I don't think we did anything else though. Oh, we popped that in there, didn't we? Yeah, we decorated those. So there we are. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I want you all to take care. Okay, you make sure you take care, look after yourselves. All right, take care now. Bye.